What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in, and we're at it again with another video, except this one it's not good. That's the only way I could put this. So if you've been following the channel, you know that I purchased this Asus ROG Zephyrus M16 GU603 gaming notebook, and I was very excited about it. I still want to be, but we have one huge problem, and that is we've already got chassis peeling. And that is huge, although it's only aesthetic because it's happening in one of the worst areas. So it's actually happening along the edge here. And the reason that's horrible is it's because it's in a place that you're going to look at very often. It's arguably one of the worst places a laptop could have an aesthetic defect. Now, we're going to jump into this. I'm going to show what's going on. I'm going to explain what happened today. That way we can debunk anything that I've done wrong, and we can actually demonstrate that this is a defect. And this is horrible too, because these aren't cheap devices. I mean, you're looking to spend around 1,500 and going up. Maybe you'll spend a little less, but 1,500 is about where you're going to sit for this device. And it's also really bad because this device, for me, it hasn't even made it 30 days yet. So this is really bad. So we're not going to talk anymore. We're going to jump into this. But before we do so, I want to say this video is featured on the Asus playlist. So you can find more information about this device by clicking on the card in the corner of this video. All things said, let's go ahead and get into it. So here we are with the M16. Overall, this device looks really good. And if you're paying close attention, you might already see what's going on here. And it's at the front edge here. We've got the peeling happening there. Now, to be honest, if this device were about a year old, I could expect this. It would be a disappointment still, but in general, these areas where, because you have your hands here, this area is going to wear, it's just something that's normal. But what's not normal is having this happen after not even 30 days. I think maybe I'm 28 days into owning this, and this is what we have happening. So let's take a closer look. So here we are at the front of the M16 with a better view, and as you can see, this looks really bad. Now, when I first seen this, I honestly thought I spilled something on it. I thought maybe I was having a protein shake at the time. I thought maybe you spill some of your protein shake. If you drink protein shakes, they get a little crusty and you spill them on things. And I thought that's what was happening. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just scrape it off with my fingernail. Just a fingernail, nothing crazy here, people. And it was getting worse. And I thought maybe this was just spreading. I scraped some of my protein shake off. Maybe, it's just the flakes, they're spreading along the edge. I'll get a cleaning cloth. So I did what any person would do. I grabbed the microfiber cleaning cloth, I grabbed some glass cleaner, and I started to wipe away. Not very hard, because I know that this is still a delicate area, but I rubbed just enough to hopefully get this off, and it came out to this. It actually got worse. It wasn't anything that I spilled. It wasn't the cleaner I was using, because we're going to move to the other side. And I can tell you that nothing was spilled on that side for certain, and I didn't use any cleaners on that side yet. So here we are on the other side, and what I found after trying to work on the right side, thinking I was trying to clean something, I realized that this is actually peeling. This is peeling, and that's not good, because this device, you're going to spend about 1,500 and higher if you're getting a better spec'd out version, maybe a little bit less, but around 1,500. So I realized that side was peeling, and I figured, okay, well, I'm gonna do my version of a scratch test. And again, we just used our fingernail, and that's what started happening here. Now, normally I don't like to do this stuff, but because it already happened, I'm going to try to demonstrate this. So I'm going to try to scrape here, and you can see what we're coming up with. This is very disappointing because, again, this is a very expensive device. It looks really good. I was very excited about it, but I have lost excitement. I have virtually lost all excitement. And this is a huge problem. This is really bad. It's not something that you expect to see under 30 days. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm probably about at day 28, 29 at owning it. I got this on July 3rd and it's July 30th, so it hasn't even been a month. And this happened accidentally. I didn't grab it in any apparently I did grab it in a certain way to scrape some of this material off, but I didn't realize it. And that shouldn't be possible with a fingernail. I can imagine maybe if you accidentally dragged your keys across it or rubbed the keys on it, or maybe you put something else on it that's sharp or that has a high chance of scraping this. But you should not be able to do this with a fingernail. Now there is one more thing I wanted to try, and that was to see if what happens if I peel a little bit more off. And you can see this is what we get. It's kind of like this stretchy material. It kind of seems like something that would be used to wrap something to keep it protected. But it just doesn't seem like something you'd peel off. It seems like a coat of some kind. It is stretchy. Let's see if so it's stretchy to an extent. It does break fairly easily, but this doesn't peel off easily. I imagine if you wanted to, you could go to the extent of peeling more off, but I don't know how that would affect the wearing of what's underneath. But just another detail I wanted to add in. Now the reason I don't think that's a coating that you peel off is because, of course, we have these stickers that come with this device, and normally they're placed directly onto the device. If this was something you could peel off, these stickers would also come off. So what's next? First, I gotta say, with this happening, I can't recommend this device anymore. I just can't. I mean, this is horrible. I can't recommend this to somebody because, again, I purchased this myself, and today my laptop went from looking brand new, under 30 days old, and now it literally looks like it's a 1-year-old device, or maybe even longer. But I do want to say that's why I do these reviews. I couldn't imagine if I did one review for this and it was 10 minutes and I said this device was awesome and you should buy it and it's great for all these reasons. And I couldn't imagine putting out a review like that and then finding after the fact that this happened. I wouldn't be happy with myself. So if you're watching the channel and you wonder why I've done a video on every specific thing about a device, why I'm trying to go that route, is for this reason, so that you can get the whole picture. I don't do reviews in just 10 minutes and say this is great and list everything. We actually test drive this daily use for a long period of time. So unfortunately, if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, as always, drop those down below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you could, let me know what you think about this. Please be honest. Let me know your thoughts. Does this just cancel it for you? If you're looking at the M16 GU603, is it canceled? Is it just canceled? It's not on your list anymore? Let us know in the comments below. Let's start some conversation about this. The other thing I want to mention is I wasn't planning on making this video. This came out of nowhere. I actually was working on the battery performance review, and I just had to drop because I moved this to the kitchen, and I was going to take some pictures just for the cover photo for that battery performance video, maybe do some shots. But that kind of ruins it because now when I take shots, it's going to look like this, people. Come on, seriously. Anyways, there are 3 ways you can support the content. The first way is to click on the Amazon storefront link in the description below. There you'll find items that I have bought or would buy, and anything you buy from the storefront does support the content. The next way to show your support is just by sharing this content with someone who might enjoy it or find it useful. And the last way to show your support is just by clicking the subscribe button. Now, liking and subscribing are important because those are ways to vote on whether you like the content. Liking and subscribing are also important for new viewers and listeners. If new viewers and listeners see likes and subscribers, they're going to think that the content is helpful, worth watching, and listening to. And as always, thanks for watching, and may the universe flow in your favor. And until next time, Leon, checking out.